Hi guys, today let us learn about one more exciting topic that will make your life easy. Uh, this topic is how to size or select circuit breakers without complex calculation. Not only circuit breakers, contactors, and relays. So ideally, it needs lot of calculation, but there is one shortcut that I'm going to tell you. I hope you know about this car. Those who don't know, let me tell you, this is the time current characteristics of an induction motor, and this is the starting peak. This is the starting peak for I3 motors, and this is the starting peak for I2 motors. I2 motors are, both of them are high efficient motors, and I3 is the higher one. Because you can see here the current required, full load current, the steady state full load current required is lesser than the I21. So this curve is the RMS curve. This is the RMS curve. Let me show you something that probably you have not seen. Have you seen this curve? When I saw this curve for the first time when I was in fourth year of my engineering, I was doing a project, and there when I saw it was like I was got surprised. What is this? So this is also the starting current characteristics, time current characteristics of induction motor. But this is not the RMS curve. This is the instantaneous curve. So that's how it goes on ups and downs. So that's the current curve. In fact, it looks like more clumsy, not this separated. So anyway, it has nothing to do with your bracket selection, but I thought to show this because since you are an electrical engineer and want to be a design engineer, it is good to know this is how exactly it looks like, not the earlier one. Now this curve, the x and y axis has been shifted a little bit. Again, this is the time current characteristics. This is the RMS current of that motor, and what we want is the breaker should protect this motor, but at the same time it should not get tripped every time the motor starts, right? So and the thermal relay also worked somewhere here. Somewhere here, this thermal relay, for example, this thermal relay is not suitable for the IE3 because it is crossing the IE3 part here, but it is suitable for IE2. Now, one thing you can, I hope you have understood that it really needs lots of calculation, and this thermal relay curve is also crossing here, so this is not suitable for IE3. If you select this thermal relay for this IE3 motor, then it will trip here and it will trip here. It will trip here only because it will not see this area. It will not go up to this area. Now, I want to give that shortcut. You don't need to bother about any of these things. But having said that, I'll request all of you to do the calculations at least once in your life so that you can understand what is going on behind the scene. Somebody is doing this calculation for you to make your life easy. But as a design engineer, you should know at least how these calculations are done. So introduce this shortcut. See what it says. This type 2 coordination chart for direct online starters with circuit breaker and overload protection built into the circuit breaker. That is an option available. So generally it is called MPCB, motor protection circuit breaker, where this overload protection is included inside the circuit breaker. Now see this. This is motor power kilowatt. This column talks about the kilowatt rating of the motors. This is the current of full load current of that motor, and this is the circuit breaker. The model number itself is given there. Now, if you search this model number in that in the internet, you will get the rating and everything about it. And it also talks about a setting range, at what parameter you have to set it, contactor that you need to select, that is also given here. You don't need to do any calculation, you just have to consider this is the motor rating. So then okay, fine, we have to select this circuit breaker and this contactor, that's it. You don't need to do any calculation. But remember, I am using Snyder's type 2 chart. So if you are using somebody else, I mean, let's say Siemens components like Siemens breakers and contactor, then you have to use the Siemens chart. These charts are readily available on internet. If you type like type 2 coordination chart for Snyder, yeah, type 2 coordination chart for Siemens or ABB or whoever. So it is readily available. Now this is for breaker with overload relay protection inbuilt, and this is again a type 2 coordination chart for breaker and separate thermal overload relay. Just let me take this laser pointer, right? So it talks about breaker and separate thermal overload relay. So it has a circuit breaker and overload relay. Both model numbers are given. So if you type this model number in the internet, you will get it. Isn't it good? No. This is the type 2 coordination chart for star delta starter with a circuit breaker and separate thermal overload relay. So also for star delta starter, they have given this. I mean, all the manufacturers do have their own type 2 coordination chart, and we need to follow that. The model numbers are given here, so you have to just select based on the whatever rating. By the way, I have not screen captured the entire table. It is readily available. The table is quite long. For example, it is only showing up to 18.5, but it has the table is up to 250 watt, so it is quite lengthy. You can get it in on the internet just by typing. And well, one more thing I just wanted to show you, that if you go to for example, I just typed one of these catalog. So I got this is this is a TCSD contactor from Snyder. If you just search any of those model number, you will get something like this. And if you come down, they have all the documents like product data sheet, instruction sheet, catalogs, and also the dimensions in CAD. Is not it really good? Just wanted to show you because many people doesn't know. I got to know about it because I was working with Snyder Electric for quite a long time. And believe me, Snyder is not paying me anything for this showing you too, but it will be helpful for you. So for all the Snyder products, they have all these data sheet catalogs are given in the site. You can find it. So if you are using, for example, this type 2 coordination chart, then you have these model numbers. If you search this model number, you will land on some of those pages where if you go down, then you will see all the details there. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.